T. Gray and MK, you are now cleared for flight school takeoff.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Good morning.
What's up, bro?
What's happening, man? How are you?
Oh, fantastic.
You look like Neo in the Matrix over there.
Yeah. I just came out hot, bro. Coming in.
Yeah,
hot.
you came out hot. I love it. I was trying to get it, but you wouldn't send it to me, and it's not there to download. So next time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's all good.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Ibüümerang family from all over the world.
Yes.
What's going on?
What's happening? What's happening? We got people from everywhere, and it's super exciting. And let's tell them good morning. Who do we have? We have, and they're calling us brothers from another mother's over here. All right, we got Janice from Plano, Texas. Good morning, Janice.
We got Dina from West Midlands, UK. Look at that.
All right, cool. We've got Monica from Budapest and Carla from Charm City, Maryland, also known as Baltimore. What's happening, guys?
We got Tanisa from Jamaica.
Sharon from Sacramento.
Hey, Sharon. Doris from Northern California.
All right. Pat from Bermuda is in the house. All right. We've got
Monica. Did you get Monica from Budapest?
Yeah, so now she's got shouted out twice already now.
Yeah, all right.
She's gonna love that.
Yeah.
She's on Instagram, Monica.
Yeah.
We got the Queen Shirley Xavier, always on.
Oh, yeah. She's a flight school veteran. Maata from Canberra, Australia. Canberra, Australia.
There you go. Tanisha from Illinois. Lovely morning to you too, Tanisha. All right. Julia from New York City.
Right, we got Judy Reyes from the Central Coast of California.
What's up, Judy Reyes? We love it. Adele Grant from the Garden State of New Jersey.
All right, now we got to get over to Facebook. We got Facebook peeps. We got Scott from Pennsylvania.
Hey, we've got Jana Hofarova from Prague. Love it.
Ooh, Prague is beautiful.
Diamond Abdurman Koma from France. What's happening in France? And you know what? That reminds me, we've got the translation lines going. So good morning to the Spanish crew on the Spanish translation line, the Italian crew on the Italian translation line, the French crew on the French translation line. Do we have any others?
No. But you know what?
Okay, so that's...
You got Tanya Lawrence saying hello from Delta Airlines. That's dedication right there. Right. She's on flight school at 30,000 feet.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So flight school in flight.
That's right. Oh, wow.
Sherry Ann from Jamaica. All right. Well, everybody's loving our black today.
What's that?
Good. All right. Excellent. Well, how about we get down to business? I know we got a lot of business and a lot of ground to cover, and we have an amazing trading today from good friend of ours, just an amazing diamond leader. I just love watching this guy's transformation into a network marketing leader and superstar over the last 2 decades. So can't wait for you guys to get trained by our diamond Samuel Bean today. Yes. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, man. You know what? And I witnessed that transformation as well, and it was profound. It was impactful. Yeah, he is incredible, man. Yeah,
absolutely. All right, you guys are in for a treat today. So
yeah,
let's do this, bro.
All right, let's do this, bro. I got to get some stuff figured out over here. Hold on, let me get this done. All right, cool. Welcome to Flight School. All right, disclaimer.
All right, so the disclaimer, Flight School, business presentations, trainings. We might talk about money, but the one thing that we don't do is guarantee income to any particular individual. What's great about Ibüümerang and all the opportunities inside Ibüümerang is they represent a way that you can make money. However, what you make and how much you make and when you make it is all entirely up to you. You get out what you put in. Some are going to do a lot and make a lot. Some are going to do a little, make a little. Some are going to do nothing and make nothing. The choice is entirely up to you. So that's our income disclaimer. And let's keep it rocking and rolling.
You're so serious when you do that. You're just so serious.
Serious business. This is serious business.
It is serious business, man. All right. Facebook stars. Through the BÜM Foundation, it supports the BÜM Foundation. The BÜM Foundation, a 501c3 nonprofit organization that you guys give to, and every time you donate stars or activate a boomerang or hold fundraisers on Facebook, you guys are giving a proper serving of nutrition to a child somewhere in the world. So how many stars were donated last Saturday when Luis and Fernanda were on flight school? 4,497 servings of nutrition for children. So this program is so cool. And I know you guys are dropping stars in the chat right now. Look at that. Going and going and going. Bart Bartlett, 50 stars. Let's see here. Leonard Malley, 50 stars, 23-week streak. Janet Gibbs, 100 stars. So just keep dropping those stars in there. Feed the children. Okay, in February, we raised an equivalent of 51,189 servings of nutrition through Facebook stars. And then another 10,605 through the Facebook donate button. So who was it that did all of that? Here are our top 5. Robin Leatherby.
Wow, look at that.
Yes. Isn't that sad?
Good, bro. Robin Leatherberry up top, #1.
Yeah.
Then Vivian Everett, Marcus Lewis, James Riddick, and Sharon Anthony. Awesome.
Super, super cool. This is incredible. You know, you guys are the ones leading the way, and love it. Just love it. All right. There's 3 ways. What do you say?
Absolutely love it.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, 3 ways to donate through Facebook. You can go straight to the BÜM Foundation homepage and donate there, or you can do stars during the live broadcast like you guys are doing right now. Love it. Debbie Foreman just dropped 50 stars. Okay, I see you, Debbie. All right, and then we've got fundraisers, and we're going to talk about fundraisers right now. So birthday fundraisers, you can do that, and we've got some folks here who are doing birthday fundraisers this week. What do you got? What do we got?
Charlotte McCormick, Raymond Joel Oliveras, Matapua, 1 day left, Brenda K. Strozier, Monica Williams Bynum, Hashentri Velu, Edward Boone, and Rich Duglin, all doing birthday fundraisers. So of course that means happy birthday to all of these guys. And let's support them by donating to the BÜM Foundation. Love
Awesome.
You guys for doing that.
That Hashen3, I didn't trip you up, bro. It did not trip you up. That was incredible. You rolled right through that one.
Yeah, you tried to toss me in there today, but I persevered. I came through.
I'm sneaky that way. All right. All we need is love fundraiser. It started on Valentine's Day, ran through the end of February, and you guys got in 2,611 servings of nutrition for children. Super cool. Love it.
Yes. You guys showed the love.
Yes. All right. Road to Accelerate. So this is happening tomorrow, and this is Sunday, March 7th at noon Central. You can go to youtube.com ibboomhispano, youtube.com ibboomhispano, and Mr. Cesar Munoz is going to be talking about the road to Accelerate and how to get prepped, prepared, and ready to rock at Accelerate. So, but it's going to be in Spanish. So, but you know, whenever I see and hear Mr. Munoz speak, our Blue Diamond ambassador here at Ibüümerang, I can always feel his energy. So
Yeah.
you'll just want to get on there, even if you're not a Spanish speaker.
Well, you know what? I just want to say just a big shout out to Blue Diamond Cesar Munoz for serving the big team and making this available to everybody who is Spanish speaking in the Ibüümerang family around the world, regardless of whether or not they're in his direct group. So just, big shout out to Cesar for just demonstrating what loyalty, unity, edification actually means. And I encourage everybody to plug your Spanish speaking teams into this event.
Yeah. And you know what? Here's another way he's been serving. He just came off a massive world tour. So he was in Chile, Panama, Spain, England, and he serves not only his team, but he serves the bigger team. So congratulations to Mr. Munoz coming off this massive world tour that he did, and just knocked it out of the park from what I hear. All right.
Love it.
Absolutely. Yeah, and he was dropping video in the chat, and it was in the Diamond chat, and it was cool. It was really good stuff.
Absolutely.
All right, Self-Care Sunday. Hey,
look at this. I saw this yesterday, and I'm like, wow, this is super cool. I got so excited because you know what? I was just saying to myself before I saw this, it's time for ladybugs to do something. And then sure enough, this popped up, Self-Care Sunday with Mrs. Erling Bugs. So guys, this is super exciting. I can tell you this right now. This is leadership, lady leadership in general, but definitely lady leadership at its best. I want to encourage everybody, plug in to Self-Care Sunday with Mrs. Erling Bugs. And this is on Clubhouse, right?
Yes,
this is on Clubhouse.
Yeah, we're doing a first Clubhouse. And here's how you can find the link to this. Go to the post either on Facebook or Instagram, and you'll be able to find the link, okay? Because this post was posted yesterday. So if you look through the posts yesterday on either Facebook or Instagram for Ibüümerang, okay, Ibüümerang, you'll find the link there. They're gonna have to do something about these links, man. So the link is just, it's not something you can even say, in the chat. So.
It's a little cumbersome, but you know what we can do? I know we can do.
What's the way?
We can use some links to make them shorter. That's what we can do.
Okay, yeah, we could do a bit.
Or we can create another link, and we can forward and do some tricks.
Hey, you know what?
So we'll solve it out, guys. We'll get it figured out for you.
I got the link. I'll drop it in the chat right here, and then I'll drop it in the drop it in that chat. Hey, can you drop it in the Facebook chat?
I got you covered, brother.
Beautiful. It's teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, and it's two for quarantine work.
Oh my God. Why do we get you started?
All right, cool. Okay, so these aren't up yet. I just want to say that. These are not up yet, but they're going to be up. By the end of the weekend, they will be up.
Guess what, Mark? They are not up yet.
Yeah, they're not up yet. So
it's
yeah, I know. I see it. I got you, bro.
Airport, bro.
I got you.
I'm in the airport.
All right, I got you.
But I can't elevate.
Yep. All right. So, but take a look at this. Take a look at this guy.
Oh, that is so sexy.
Hold on.
I'm saying that in my best Daniel Camaro voice. So
look
sexy.
At this. Ooh.
Yeah, that's hot, man. That's hot.
All right.
I can't wait to see these and to use those.
Yes. All right. So bottom line, we will have those to you guys. And where are they going to find them, T. Gray?
At iBoom Hub, but not right this second.
Oh, man. You're just like making that known.
I'm bitter.
Yeah, you're bitter. I know. Hey, don't be bitter. Be better.
True.
All right. All right. Good deal. All right. A breakout session for iGo. What do we got?
This is going to be fire. So these product trainings have been absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. It's something that everybody wanted. They wanted to understand the products better so that they can build a business around each product more effectively. And I got to just say big shout out to our Project 72 advisory board for stepping up and just really bringing the heat with these great trainings.
Yeah, this is going to be a deep dive into iGo. And they're going to talk about how it relates to the PRIB and how it pays you from the PRIB. And then secondly, it's going to give you all the different membership levels, okay? From standby to coach to business class to first class. So this is one where, and they're going to actually tell you and show you how to get people from standby, get them excited about upgrading to get the full experience of iGo and all of the functionality of iGo. Now, there's going to be some other deep dives too. You know, there's going to be deep dives into homes. There's going to be deep dives into cruises. So this is going to be a session that's going to last and keep on going throughout the next few weeks. So, ooh, right on. All right. Yeah, T. Gray's sending me messages here. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good idea. All right. Now, where do you find all the product training videos? Where are they at, T. Gray?
iBoomHub.com.
No, they're not.
You know what? That's not fair.
No, they are.
They are at iBoomHub.com.
I got them.
You guys should see us at the office. Mark would come and ask me just random questions. You're like, how many Accelerate tickets have been sold? iBoomHub.com. That's what I just say that every time because, yeah, exactly.
All right. Okay. All right, bro. So
it's so funny. The other day, Holton said it too. You asked Holton the question. He said, iBoomHub.com.
So the product trainings are on iBoomHub.com under training, and they're the first one at the top. So you can find all of the product training calls that we have done. We've done Zens, we have done Build Genius, we have done Elevate, we have done iGo, and we're going to do another iGo. So you guys can find those at iBoomHub.com under training. Man, iBoomHub.com is just getting full of stuff.
iBoomHub.com is the hub.
It is.
It is the hub for all things Iboomerang. And pretty soon, iBoomHub will house nutrition. I got stuck.
All right, so we've got new 15-minute meals coming to you this Thursday at 4. Now listen, yesterday, Miss Angela Olivito, she's our Director of Business Development. She made pasta and she made impossible meatballs, and then she made ground chicken meatballs, okay? That was the best pasta and meatballs that I have ever had. I mean, it was incredible.
Be very careful. Mrs. Kidcard is watching.
Yeah, well, no, she's not. She's getting ready to go to the gym right now. So, and she's not watching. So, but bottom line, that meal was absolutely incredible. Oh, I gave it away. She's making pasta pomodoro. All right.
Or you weren't supposed to say that? I'm telling you, the kitchen looked amazing. I mean, she really knows what she's doing. You guys are going to really love this episode of 15-minute meals. She rocked it. She rocked it.
Yep. And that's going to be this Thursday.
Yep.
Ooh. T. Gray, did you take this test?
Ooh, no, not yet. But I love this. Our social media team did such a phenomenal job putting this together for you guys. So Mark, I'll let you make the announcement. I'll co-sign out afterwards.
Okay, cool. So this was an idea that we had, and you know, there's a lot going on out there when it comes to social media. Some are doing it right, some are doing it wrong, some are doing it, you know, halfway there, some are not doing it at all. So because they don't know how. So this course is a social media compliance certification course. You're going to learn a lot, and I was learning tons as well when they were making this course. And it's been blessed by our advocacy team.
Mhm.
Miss Melissa Jones has blessed this course. And so you will get a certificate, a digital certificate from our advocacy team when you complete this course. It'll take you a long time to complete it. It's significant. It's really in depth. There are videos, there are questions that you have to answer, and you have to pass the test. So this is super cool. The team came through on this big time. Cynthia Garcia, who is the social media manager, Yasmina Saleh, who is our social media coordinator, and then we've got Mayasi Albadre. So she is our social media intern.
Right.
So they did a phenomenal job.
You were so kind. So some folks are doing social media and we look at it in the office and we're like, why? Right. So here's what we said, you know, we're going to give you the tools to do it right. Right. So we want to encourage everybody, you know, social media it's how we promote things today. It's how we express ourselves. It's how business is done. It's where we let the world know what we're up to, what we're thinking, what's important. And so there's a right and a wrong way to do social media with Ibüümerang and Zens and you know, Vibe Rides and everything that we've got. And I just want to say hats off, Mark, to you, the social media team, for taking the time to map out, of course, just to show people how to do it right. And some of it is really basic for the folks who don't understand how to make a post or how to make a story feed or that type of stuff. So they really pulled out all the stops, and I encourage everybody, get on this right away.
Yeah. And this is going to be the beginning of courses that we're going to be putting out. So this is just the first one of many. So, and we wanted to do social first. Okay. So they're asking where to find it, So we'll put, I think, let's see here. Hey, Yasmina, hit me up in the chat and let me know where we can find these so people can get to it. It's
and I'm sure we'll put a link on iBoom Hub for this.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. We'll put a link on
Yeah.
iBoom Hub. Yeah, we'll do that somewhere. All right. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah.
It's so I don't forget. I have to send you these messages now while I'm thinking about it.
All right, cool. All right, we've got star achievers, man. We've got star achievers everywhere.
You guys got the point. You know what? You know what comes first are these star achievers, and then you know what comes right after that? New diamonds. Exactly. This is super exciting. So we've got the star achievers recognition templates. You can get them on iBoom Hub, of course. And one thing that we want to encourage everybody is that now that we've officially launched Star Achievers and that we've made the templates available, please make sure that when you're recognizing Star Achievers and Superstar Achievers, that you use the official templates only, okay? If you've got some other templates that you made, you know, prior to, please stop using those and use the official templates.
Yeah. Yeah, and so the other thing that we're doing too is we are doing a little number down in the lower right-hand corner. I see some of you guys are doing it already, but we're going to do a number down in the lower right-hand corner, and it's going to give your months that you've hit Star Achiever. So obviously month 1, you guys have finished that, and you're rocking on to month 2. So we're going to drop this the new Star Achiever recognition templates with the 2 in the right-hand corner. So you guys can get those here this weekend. All right.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
All right. So who are the superstar achievers so far this month?
It's the
Leading way.
6th of the month.
It is.
And already.
We got superstar achievers.
Yes.
And leading the way are Diamonds, Jackie and Jayla Pippins. And guess who else? Stephanie Polomere hit Star Achiever, Superstar Achiever on the first day of the month.
Mark, that's phenomenal, bro. I mean, do you understand what that means, people? That's a full embrace of the Star Achiever culture that we're building at Ibüümerang. That's just so phenomenal, Mark.
Yeah. Beautiful. Cool. All right. Now, if you are a Superstar Achiever or a Star Achiever, we've just updated the list. It gets updated every Friday. So, you guys are asking, you're so eager. On March 1st, you guys are like, my name isn't up there. My name isn't up there. It's like, thank you so much for being so excited about this, that you are asking for your name to be up there and asking to be recognized. And we love it. We love it. So, but don't send a ticket to support, please. They get enough tickets as it is. So, but bottom line is on Fridays, we update it and you can update and you can see your name. So the Star Achiever list is up on iBoom Hub right now. And you guys can see your name in lights or in the stars, right? Cool. And then if you want to learn how to become a Star Achiever, because there's probably new people on this call and saying, what is this Star Achiever thing? If you want to learn how to become a Star Achiever, you can go to
iboomhub.com.
You were a little late there, bro. A little late.
I know, because I'm actually on iboomhub.com.
Okay, all right. So you can go to promotions and you can go to Be a Star Achiever. And there is a new video up there, a new video at the very top, and it's Mr. Bugs, Mr. Holton Bugs, your founder and CEO. And he is giving you all of the goods about Star Achiever and Go Diamond in Cancun when we first announced it.
Look at that.
Good stuff.
Fantastic.
Rock and roll. So let's move on. So if you are a Star Achiever or a Superstar Achiever and you want to be featured on iboomhub.com, send us your Star Achiever story from marketing at iboomhub.com. Yeah. It's
That ain't it.
marketing at iboomerang.com.
Look at how iBoom Hub has just permeated everything.
Man, I'm telling you, dude.
I love it.
Okay, so it's marketing at iboomerang.com.
You got yourself on that one.
Yeah. Yep, got ourselves on that one. So, but how many of you guys have seen the new blog? The new blog, and we have stories up on that new blog. And I think we've got 2 Superstar Achiever stories and videos up on the blog. We interview Star Achievers and Superstar Achievers, and we put it up on the blog, asking them, all kinds of information. How did you become a Star Achiever? What did you do? What are you telling your team? How are you making it happen? So, so go ahead and take a look at that. And I want to thank Miss May, our social media intern, because she does a fantastic job on that blog. Love it.
It really does.
Oh, all right. P. Gray, filibuster for a minute.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, no need to filibuster because this is actually exciting news. So you guys know that we're in the countdown, a new countdown for freedom. And part of that countdown is that we're going to be launching a new opportunity within Ibüümerang called Elevate. And what is Elevate? Elevate is an opportunity for you to learn the principles of Forex trading, foreign exchange trading. So you're going to learn, this is an educational program. There's 3 parts to it: education, culture, and technology. In the education, which is phenomenal, you're going to learn how to, how the Forex markets work, how to read the charts, how to the principles of successful trading from people who are successful traders and educators. That's what they do. They're not network marketers parading as educators and trainers. They are true Forex educators and trainers, and they are phenomenal. And our Project 10 group is experiencing this and going wild. That chat is just off the charts. Also, there's a culture. We're creating a community. It's in multiple languages. There's recognition for becoming a super student. So that's all part of the culture. And then there's some proprietary technology that's going to be made available to help with trading and to help to be successful. So it's the whole package. It's uniquely done. It's not like anything else that you've ever seen. This is going to make a difference and help people create legacy, right? That's what Mr. Bugs talks about with regard to Elevate. The whole purpose is to help you create your legacy. So looking forward to providing you guys more details and more access to this when we get to it in April.
All right. Got a video.
Not being biased, when I say that training literally is for everyone. You have any type of capital anyway. Training doesn't matter. You're only participating in training. You teach people how to manage their own money, legacy, learn how to multiply. It's about time freedom, whatever it is that needs to each individual. When I say design your life, it's like my whole life literally elevated from where it was. You will elevate your income. It's only a matter of time.
All right, my bad. So I want to show that again with the sound.
Okay,
So
cool.
that was over on my other laptop over here, and it needs to be over here on this laptop. So let me do that. Let me do that. All right. So this is how it's going to work. And you guys will hear
Take two.
Take two. All right.
Not being biased when I say this, trading literally is for everyone. If you have any type of capital anywhere in your bank, it doesn't matter. You're already participating in trading. We teach people how to manage their own money, their legacy, learn how to multiply their money and within their control. That's giving the people back their power. Life isn't about work. It's not even about money. It's about time, freedom, whatever it is that means to each individual. When I say design your life, it's like my whole life literally elevated from where it was. You will elevate your income. It's only a matter of time.
There we go. That time it worked.
That video was fire. I love it. Everybody's loving it. Put your 8s in the chat. If you love that video, put your 8s in the chat on Facebook, on Instagram. Yes, absolutely. Who knows what the 8 in Elevate actually stands for? Who can tell us? Put it in the chat if you know what the 8 stands for. All right. Polu's got it. Desiree's got it. Earl's got it. Judy's got it. Kareem has got it. Vivian's got it. That's right, infinity, because there are infinite possibilities for your life and for your community once you learn this new skill. Great stuff. That's so exciting.
Awesome. Beautiful. All right, we got a Zens update, folks.
Yes, we are working our tails off to get the Zens out the door. I want to say hats off to shipping and logistics for getting over 4,000 orders, 4,265 orders out the door in February. We are cranking away. We are overcoming the delay created by the winter storm in Houston, getting the latest shipment of 78,000 in the boxes and out the door. as quickly as we can. We had some other calamity strike, but that was not Mother Nature driven. It was the people in the office above us driven, but we've overcome that as well. So good stuff is happening. The next slide talks about the UPS relationship, and the UPS relationship is making a difference. We did a test shipment. We sent Zens to Croatia, and it got there in 4 days. So I don't want to set that as the standard for all the countries, but the relationship with UPS leverages their technology that is helping products get through, shipments get through customs. So we're watching different countries to see the impact of this relationship before we take other measures. So for example, right now we're watching what happens when it's shipped to Italy, when it's shipped to Spain, when it's shipped to France and different countries, so that we can see what the new situation is, right? So we know what it was with our old shipping method, and now we need to see what it is with UPS, because we think this is going to fix a lot of things. One of the cool things is that if your country allows electronic customs processing, the process is going to go so much faster and smoother with this UPS relationship. So keep watching, and we'll continue to keep you updated and reported on how things are going.
Excellent. All right, Bill Genius.
David Romero says, nothing can stop us. We're all the way ups. UPS, get it? Way to go, David. Like that.
That's good. We're all the way ups. That's funny. Okay, Bill Genius. This is still kicking up every 15 minutes.
Yep.
So bottom line, it's rocking and rolling, ladies and gentlemen. And if you haven't put in at least 3 bills, you're missing out. So you've got to get your bills in there. And we put a new banner in where you go. and it's really clear. It says, if you have more bills, click here to put them in Bill Genius. So yeah, Carolina Walker, love BG, yes. So if you put bills in, if you put at least 1 bill in Bill Genius, go ahead and like the chat up. Tell us how many bills you put in Bill Genius. How many bills that you have added to Bill Genius. Look at this, Stephanie, Nina Lee, to panelists. Let's see here. She says, my newest customer just saved almost $500 on her phone bill this week.
Nice.
William Black, 3 bills. Larita Phelps, 5 bills. David Romero, 3 bills. Tim Lambert, 5 bills. Carlotta Walker, 3 bills. And it goes on. Oh, Janet, 7 bills. What?
7. Nice.
Moser, 1 bill, saved over $1,269. Peggy Simpson, 2 bills, $700. Kim Nayers, 2, $1,000. Dude.
Hey, on Facebook, Michelle Jacobs added 5 bills. Absolutely. Way to go, Michelle. Lawan Lee, 2 bills.
1
Keith
bill.
Ward, 3 the first day.
1 bill. James Riddick, 1 bill, $2,090.
Look at that. Cynthia Quates, 1 so far, already saved $64. Put some more bills in, Cynthia. You can do it. All right.
Excellent. Good stuff. So you guys are using it. Hey.
Hey, Sylvie, we see you. Your boxes are coming.
All right. If you have a testimony you want to share, go ahead and send it to marketing@iboomerang.com. Marketing@iboomerang.com. Whether it's iGo, Vibrise, Bill Genius, Zens, and soon to be.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, we'll be doing some Elevate testimonials and some other testimonials that I'm not going to talk about.
Okay.
Hey, we've got a little event coming up here. What's it called?
It's called Accelerate. And guess what, folks? It's going to help your business accelerate. We've got big announcements. Obviously, you guys know about Elevate, but there's something else coming too. Also super excited. Can't talk about it. Won't talk about it. But Accelerate is really going to be an opportunity for you to take your business to the next level. 2 ways to participate. You can be there with us live in Mazatlan. We have space for only 700 people. The price just went up to $179 from $149 for the live ticket. So if those of you who were around and had the opportunity to do it and you didn't do it, now it's $179, right? So it's still a savings from the $299. Or you can attend virtually from wherever you are around the world. That is $79, formerly $49, and headed to $99, right? So you want to hurry up and grab those tickets. I'm excited about the leaders that have already let us know that they're putting together, groups to enjoy Accelerate together in their different countries and cities, etc. That's fantastic. I want to encourage everybody who attends one of those. You still need to have your own virtual ticket, even if you're going to a group event. Those leaders are going to make sure that you do. How many live tickets do we have? How many more people can come to Mazatlan with us?
176 people.
176. That's it. Hey guys, look, you saw it started out at 700. Now we're down to 176 spots remaining. It's going to be fantastic. It will sell out. Get your ticket, come to Mazatlan, have a great time with us, and celebrate this monumental event.
If you got your live ticket or virtual ticket, drop it in the chat.
There you go. Let's see it.
Peg Mosier, 49. Let's see, Carlotta got hers. Lisa Weeks got hers. Stephen Thomas got his.
Awesome.
It's going too fast. I can't read it.
And I want to encourage you, please don't put your customer service issues in the chat.
Tim Lambert said he got both.
Those of you who are doing that, I understand you've got issues. Make a question, send it privately. Don't put them in the chat. We can't read them and respond to them and do flight school at the same time. We love you guys. We want to serve you, but that doesn't really work. Okay. All right.
All right. Okay. What do we got? What's next? What's next?
What's next? What else you got? Ooh, promo for March.
And we got the promo going. So step 1, here's step 1. What's step 1, T. Gray?
Step 1 is to become a star achiever and a superstar achiever. What's a star achiever? That's a person who is doing 300 in personal qualifying volume for the month. Okay, how do you do that? Your monthly subscription, your purchases of Zens or Boomerangs, etc., or even your enrollment pack if you just got started, or your upgrade pack if you're upgrading. All of those things generate personal qualifying volume. And as long as you have 300 or more, you are a star achiever. A superstar achiever is a person who's done that themselves and who has 5 people that they have personally enrolled who have also become a star achiever. So that is step 1, become a star achiever and a superstar achiever.
Cool. All right. Then we get the rank advancement rewards. You guys love these. And boy, we had some folks ranking up last month. And we had a new Ruby. Stephanie Polomir is a new Ruby, and she is jacked. So what did she get?
Yes.
How much did Stephanie Polomir make? Or what bonus did she get by becoming a Ruby? Yeah.
Let's put it in the chat, everybody. Who knows? Put it in the chat.
Right on
Nina
it.
Lee's got it.
$2,000.
That's right, Chrissy.
Yeah. So rank advancement rewards, these are so cool. At director, you get $200. Senior director, $400. Executive director, $600. Sapphire, $1,000. Ruby, $2,000. Emerald, $3,000. Diamond, $5,000. Blue diamond, $10,000. And black diamond, you get luxury timepiece. Right on.
Yes. Okay, we have the welcome back program. We are extending it into March. right? We're showing folks some love. We're giving them the opportunity to come back. Normally, if you've been gone for 6 months or longer, you have to re-enroll. You got to get a new pack and everything. Here's what we're saying. If you've been out, if you got off the train too early, because you didn't believe we were going to do what we said we were going to do, and now you see us actually doing it, you can come back. All you have to do is contact customer support, ask them to turn on your back office and the reactivate link, pay your current month subscription of $99.95, and you are back in the game. No questions asked. So welcome back to those folks. While, if you've got people that need to be back in the fold, get them back while they still can. Like to say in Texas, make hay while the sun is shining.
I don't know. I think that's
when you make hay, when the sun is shining.
Is that from Texas or is that from Kansas?
It might. I don't know. I didn't learn it until I moved to Texas. So
South. All right. Okay.
it's
I am
country.
so excited. We have Mr. Michael Smakow, one of the Smakow brothers, that's going to join me on Top Gun Spotlight this Tuesday, all the way from the Czech Republic.
Yep.
They're on fire in the Czech Republic. I love these guys, man. They have so much energy, and their team has energy. Remember Hannah Volkova? Volkova?
Hannah.
Yeah, Hannah. She won the World Series. Their team wins everything. So bottom line, guys, join me on Top Gun Spotlight. Mr. Michael Smakow is going to join me Tuesday at 4:00. And this is a recognition. This is like flight school midweek, and we just do recognition. So join me with Mr. Smakow.
Absolutely. They've got a phenomenal story. Phenomenal story.
Excellent. This, my friend, is when we bring on Mr. Sam Bean. Mr. Bean, please join us on Top Gun or Flight School.
I feel like we should be saying like, dun, dun, dun.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Sam Bean?
He comes on. He goes, hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on, guys? He's just so cool, calm, collected.
Exactly.
He's got his gear on. He's got his hat on.
Oh, man, we got this Men in Black thing going right now, man.
That's right. Look at that. We are all rocking a different Boom Gear black t-shirt.
Hey, and don't tell my wife, she thought we only had one box of control and she gave it to me, but we actually had two. So don't tell her. I'm gonna use this one. So.
Now, Mr. Bean, hold on a second. You said you didn't say relax, you didn't say purify, you didn't say energize, you said control. So you must have got your holiday special pack delivered.
Yeah, I got two of them.
Nice. How do you like those?
I love it. I remember the first time I tasted when I tasted it. It's grapefruit. I feel like I can taste it. It smells so good. So I was at HB House and man, he gave me one and it was off the charts. I couldn't wait to get it, and now I got it. And so, and speaking of which, man, if y'all thought I evolved since y'all met me, y'all should have saw me like 2 companies before I met y'all. When I was in the legal company, ain't here no more. Matter of fact, my first meeting, I showed up to my very first meeting at that network marketing company, and a Cadillac, Fleetwood, skirts, Vogues, polo boots, pressed down jeans, polo shirt, rings on all fingers, gold tooth. Oh man, look, y'all got me a good time in y'all life. Trust me.
I love it. Well, you know what? Hats off to the evolution. We love you, Mr. Bean, and your success speaks for itself in your personal life, in your family life, and in your business life. I know you are about to bless us with an incredible training that's just really going to help everybody go to another level. So we're going to get out of your way and let you do what greatness does.
But before y'all turn your camera off, just talk about evolution. I haven't had a mouse in years. Matter of fact, because of Elevate, I bought a mouse, man. And mouses went out of style for me when the tablets came in, and almost at the same time the Dallas Cowboys went out of style. But man, at least the mouse came back. least the mouse came back. So with that,
I'm gonna go because you're gonna try to get me in trouble with you.
Hey, you're on timeout, Mr. B.
you know how it goes.
On timeout.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys. That's it's like our corporate swag. These guys are off the charts every week. When I say every week, commitment through the roof, all day, every day. They don't work on a schedule. These guys, they work from 8 to faint, and that's what commitment is. And I appreciate you guys for doing everything you do. You know, corporate, you guys are just rocking it. You know, all of the promos, all of the, you know, just how y'all set the platform up and tee everybody else up to come on and just do our thing. And it makes it really, really easy for us to come and share and come and sow into people's lives. So we appreciate that. I mean, just even when you talk about behind the scenes, you know, how people prepare, you know, and when we talk about May, who I just met yesterday, you know, making sure that we got the training on time, and Kitsi and everybody else who's working with you guys, man. You guys are, when I say in drop step and sync, you know, you guys are doing an amazing job, and I appreciate you guys for that. Also, definitely want to give a shout out to Mr. Bugs, Mrs. Bugs, CEO, founders of Ibüümerang International, the company that keeps on giving. This is like the gift that keeps on giving. And Mark talked about fundraisers earlier today. This is like the forever fundraiser. You know, this thing is amazing. And when you look at what Mr. Bugs has done, and Mr. Haynes, you hear Mr. Haynes talk about it. You hear Johnny Wimby talk about the year to bounce back, right? And Mr. Bugs has always taught us, and I want you guys to write this down. He's always taught us that you're going to build it 3 times, right? If you're going to be successful, if you're going to be extremely wealthy, you know, you're going to have to build it 3 times. Yeah, you're going to build it here 3 times, or you're going to build it somewhere else 2 or 3 more times until you get it right, because everywhere you go, there you are. So if you're going to build it, let me share something with you. You may as well build it here. Let me share with you why, okay? Because if you failed in the first company, let's just say the first part of the company, you know, we had iGo, you know, we launched a new company within the company, which was Vibe Rides. And a lot of you guys re-recruited yourself then, right? Then some of you guys fell off at that point in time, and some of you guys waited for the next company to open, right? Zens or Build Genius, right? And so some of you guys re-recruited yourself again. You got a chance to build it yet again, right? Like Leonard said, relaunch yet again. And here it is right now, 2021, right? And guys, we're building it yet again. This is my 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th time building it in the same company. And that's the luxury that you actually have that everybody else don't. Every other company out there, for the most part, has a shelf life, right? They have an expiration tag on the company. So when you look at what we have a company that we know for a fact is going to be around for 10 plus years, okay? Because our goal is 50 billion in 10. So we have to be here at least 10 years to, you know, to make sure we get that 50 billion solid. Then if you're going to be here, you may as well build it. And you know, we're launching new verticals every quarter, 2 to 3 verticals, 1 to 2 verticals every quarter. So you get a chance, ladies and gentlemen, to mess this thing up royally and still get it right. You still have your key leaders here. So every time you mess it up the first time, guess what? You got David Hunt to tell you what you did wrong, right? You have Jackie Pippins, you have Daniel Camaro, you have Cesar Munoz, you have Jex, Michael Jex, you know, you have Instagram, you have the best of the best, right? To tell you what you need to work on. So when you relaunch again, right, what you need to do right. I mean, I can go on and on. Tommy Johnson, right? Martha Ernest, they named the bonus after her, right? I mean, you have people who are not going anywhere, okay, that are going to help you get better the very, very next time. So be prepared to build it 3, 4, 5 times. If you commit yourself to never quitting, right, and committing yourself to always evolving, always getting better, what happens is at some point in time, your personal development level will meet the opportunity time. And next thing you know, you'll get what you came for. So stick in, right? Stick in. Also want to give a shout out to, you know, the GMA, Edwin and Andrea Haynes, really dear friends of ours. But again, a great coach, you know, a great leader, and a person who, when you talk about evolution, you know, and it's amazing when you can actually grow with your leaders. And I watched Mr. Bugs grow, and I watched Mr. Haynes grow, and these guys are already giants. And now all of us are standing on the shoulders of giants. And he's one of them. And I really appreciate what he brings to the table. And I appreciate the opportunity for you to allow me to share today, because, at the end of the day, this is a responsibility. And I don't take this, I just don't take it for granted. And I know for a fact what you guys need from me, and how you count on me to do my part, right? And today I'm gonna do it. Today is March, the first weekend of March, the very first training of March. And I'm here to set the tone for that. And I wanna make sure I do that. But when you think about March, and you think about the month, it's the very last month of the quarter. And when you look at the first quarter of the year is the most important quarter of the year, in my personal opinion, because it determines how the rest of the year is going to go and how you're going to close out to the end of the year. If you start off fast, you can end fast. And you guys are in a really, really great place, because when you look at what's been going on over the last 60 days, especially the last 60 days, 30 to 60 days, you guys have been hitting record numbers and doing some amazing things. And guess what? You've been doing it without a promo. And that's the thing I'm most proud about, not just for my team, but for the company, because this is the thing. In order for these doors to stay open here and for us to make our 10-year mark, we can't wait, for the next quarter, the next 2 quarters, next 3 quarters to actually have a promotion, right? You have to go out there and just build it, period. Okay? To be quite honest with you, when you look at the compensation plan, it's already set up to overpay you. Okay? And so all the things that they just announced, the promos for Star Achiever and Superstar Achiever, the promos for rank advancement, guys, why should they even have to do those things, right? And so for entrepreneurs, they don't. For people who have an employee mindset, they do. Okay? And I'm not putting anybody down, because I use them. I use them as motivation. I use them as incentives. I use them to drive production, to get people inspired so they can evolve into who they were born to be, which is a king or a queen, right? And so again, make sure you're putting yourself in a position where emotionally you don't need, something to trigger your involvement, to trigger your activity, right? Make sure you put yourself in a position where it's going to get done, period. When you look at these leaders again, Jackie Pippins has one of the greatest work ethics. Somebody just she reminds me of Ray Lewis, NFL legend, all-star, Hall of Famer. And he said, hey, look, when I was in college, I was never the best at anything. He said, but there was nobody that was going to ever out-effort me. There was nobody that was going to ever outwork me, right? And he took that energy, he took that effort to the NFL and became, again, a 2-time Super Bowl champion, a Hall of Fame man, dons a gold jacket because of his work ethic. Some of you guys think that you have to actually be, Avanaj Nagamar. Let me share something with you. It's going to be impossible. First of all, you got to get the accent right. Then you got to go into his knowledge bank and his wisdom and all the years of everything that he did. It's going to be impossible for you to do that, right? But are you willing to work hard? Are you willing to work until the job gets done? Stop saying that, I actually did my best, because I'm gonna be honest with you. If your best was good enough, you'd already be rich. Okay. Your best is not what's required. What's required is for you to make your best better. Okay. And this is a real talk, because this is a real point in time that you got to get it. And you got to get out your feelings. You got to get out your emotions. You got to stop feeling and start thinking. John C. Maxwell has a book, Thinking for a Change. And I suggest each and every last one of you who find yourself always starting your sentences off, well, I feel, that means that you're thinking with your emotions. That means that you're about to make a bad decision. Okay. And so at the end of the day, you gotta recognize where you're at, and you also gotta recognize who you must be or who you must become in order for you to make sure you get the job done. Your financial thermostat is already set at a certain level. Because some of you are here and you make $30,000 a year, $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year, but you say you want to make $500,000 a year or $1 million a year. Well, guess what? It's already set here. So anytime you even get close here, it's going to, right, activate just like the AC unit on your wall. And when you get to 250 instead of the 100,000, is going to come down, it's going to bring it back down to 100 or even less. So you're going to have to grow into the $500,000. You're going to have to grow into the $1 million per year income. You got to grow into the income that you want to actually don, right? So again, stop doing your best and do what's required, right? So let me go ahead and move on with this right here, because this is, I'm just passionate about what we get to do. And some of you are treating it like it's a task, right? And it's a privilege. You know, you get to be a part of the company that was a #1 fastest growing company in an abbreviated year in 2019, something that's never been done before. You get a chance to work with a person who was the only person in history of direct sales and network marketing to generate over $100 million in one business position in a 10-year span. You get a chance to work in a company that performs in 192 countries right now without you having to buy a license to do business in each one of those countries. You get a chance to work with all of the best of the best. I'm just telling y'all, Gary Cohen is one of the best of the best, right? Jayla Pippin is one of the best, right? You get a chance to work with some of the best of the best. You get to do that. People pray to do that. There are people in other companies right now who are taking this information that you guys are taking for granted and they're dominating with it. There are people right now, because we launched Elevate right now, who are on platforms that either trade or teach or have educational platforms that are terrified right now, because now we're on their court and we're about to take the ball, right? But you don't understand that because of the silver spoon that you have in your mouth. When you were recruited, when you were enrolled with a silver spoon in your mouth. You really don't know what network marketing poverty is. See, I was in a really, really bad place, you know, because of my experiences before I met T. Gray and before he introduced me to Mr. Haynes and Mr. Bugs. I had already been in 3 companies that failed, and then the leadership failed me, right? And the systems failed me, and things happen, right? But when I met HB, you know, when I met T. Gray, when I met Mr. Edwin Haynes, you know, these guys put me in a position where I learned to appreciate the fact that I get to learn from them. I get to be better. I get to break all the generational curses that I've ever had. And I did a lot of that, right? And so they've done things with me over these years that nobody in my family could teach me how to do. Not because they didn't want to, because they weren't qualified to. Like Johnny says, he wants to create millionaires within his family. I'm the first, millionaire in my family. And again, it goes to who I've evolved to be, who I've grown to be based on what they taught me, right? And so we want you guys to really get this, you know. And I'm sitting here thinking about my son. My son is rather, and we're talking about, to elevate things and what we're seeing and what's going on. And, you know, we already, because of what we learned with Mr. Bugs on what to do with a dollar and some of the things he's been teaching us to invest in or what have you, we're showing our sons, how to invest, how to put money in. We're showing them returns and things like that, and giving them scenarios where now they can let that money work for them. And we were in my office having a conversation, my wife, my boys, and before the conversation was over, both the boys that went to their rooms and got their wallets and came back and gave my wife $300. And Mom, here's $300 for me. My other son, here's $300 for me. And they're excited about it. And then I guess they talked about it again, because the next day they went back into their rooms and got more money. And so I think one has $600 that my wife's invested, and the other one has $500 that they invested. And then later that night, because we've been talking about money, we've been talking about, how things work, right? My son was telling my wife, he's like, Mom, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I could barely sleep. And she's like, why? He said, I can't wait till tomorrow. So he said, why? She said, why? He said, compound interest. And when I heard her laugh, I hadn't heard her laugh, that loud in a long time, but she laughed from a position of excitement, because it's something that we've always prayed for, to put our kids in a position where they never have to worry about money again as long as they live. And how do you do that? Okay, is by going back to what Mr. Bug said on Valentine's Day, on February 14th. He said, it's not what you leave your kids, it's what you leave in them. I don't care how much money you leave your kids. If they don't have the philosophies and wealth principles to take that money and grow that money and to continue to go out there and make that and create generational wealth for the kids that are coming after them, then you failed them. When I look at the fact that when we look at our training videos, with these elite trainers, and since Mr. Bugs is let the cat out the bag and let everybody know my wife and I are behind the scenes looking at this stuff, my kids watch the videos with us. They're 9 and 12. We're showing them, what that looks like, how much money you'll have in 3 years if you do this thing right, how much money you'll have in 5 years if you do this thing right. But before you're 18, boy, you already got a house and you're out mine, right? And so at the end of the day, you already got your cars, right? You already got everything you need before you're 18 years old, right? And I get to have my life with my wife, and I get to just go and travel, and I ain't got to worry about you, right? And that's what I want. That comfort, the things that I never had. That's a generational curse that I've broken. Okay. And so it's important, man. It really is important. So I'm just saying this is time for us to step up, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. Because the world is not going to slow up so you can catch up. Right. A lot of people figured that out in COVID. When life happened to them, right? They didn't know what to do. They wasn't prepared. And being with Mr. Haynes, being with Mr. Bugs for all these years, we were prepared. Okay. And so we were in a position where we can sit still. We're in a position where we can stay, in a position where we understand what's going on. We understand the magnitude of it, and we see our losses. Everybody took losses. And for each and every last one of you saying, I lost a person, or I lost 2 or 3 teams, let me help you understand something. There's not one of you that have lost more people, more volume, or more income than any of the diamonds in their company. Just for the record. So it's not times 10. It's not times 100. In some situations, some people lost thousands of people. And you know what? They could afford to, because they built such a big business. Cesar Munoz, right? Built such a big business that when he lost people, okay, his doors still stayed open. Okay. You got to think about this. You think because you're in network marketing that you're not a business person. Okay? If you think like that, you're a hobbyist. But let me show you something. In 2020, you had over 30,000 business, 40,000 businesses go out of business, right? And that's because they were not prepared, right? They were cash and carry companies that needed the cash to stay open, keep their doors open, right? So when everything opened back up, they didn't. Some of you network marketers are cash and carry network marketers, not business people. This is why a lot of folks felt like they needed to find somewhere else to go when they needed to find somebody else to be. I want you guys to get that. It wasn't the location, right? Where you needed to be. And I get it. Knock yourself out. Go wherever you got to go. Do what's best for your family. Do what you feel like is best for you. But how about standing and fighting for once in your life? Okay? Fighting for something that's worthy. Fighting for something that's worthwhile. Fighting for what you actually enrolled for in the beginning. Okay? Because our vision hasn't changed. It's gotten a lot stronger, right? It's gotten a lot deeper. It's gotten a lot more palpable at this point in time. We see what's happening right now. And I can tell you, there are people who are all around the world who didn't want to do anything with Ibüümerang. Now they have no choice. My phones are going bananas, like really going bananas. And it's going bananas also for people who are coming back, who took a hiatus or who feel like this wasn't for them, because of Elevate. Guess what? They're back. It's like trading places when you're back in the day with Eddie Murphy. Hey, Mortimer, we're back, right? They're back, right? And they're excited about being back. And so just want you guys to understand, stop watching the masses, okay? And do the exact opposite. Watch what the few, the proud, the millionaires are doing, the future billionaires are doing. That's where your attention should be focused. I'm just excited about people like, we talk about being at events. Tanya Lawrence, this is the person who went on hiatus, and this is the person who checked out for a while. This is the person who has a great lifestyle, by the way. She doesn't need the money, right? Mark just, said that she was on the plane, right? And she is on the plane. Matter of fact, not only is she on the plane, but she's working while she's on the plane. She literally, before they got on the plane, she sampled 4 ladies with the Zens. They put them up under their masks. They loving it. She said, I'm going to get testimonial videos from them when we get to St. Thomas, when we get off the plane. She's working, right? She's never worked like this before. You know what happened? She went to the event in Cancun and came back a new woman. Went to the event in Cancun because it was a vacation, right? She needed to get away, right? And boy, when she came back, everything changed. Recruiting people, customer acquisitions, videos. She's been presenting, Bill Jing has been presenting the presentation for everything that we got on fire. Watch out for her. You know, and I'm just, you talk about this the stories and just from my eyes, just to share with you guys here from an Elevate perspective. I'm a person who never wanted to do trading. I always wanted to do trading, just never knew how, and I never had people who I really trusted that much to actually do trading with, because it was either them or it was either the company they were associated with that I didn't trust, right? And so, looking at these classes, how these things are being taught, how this information is being delivered, how it's being received, and I'm looking through the eyes of my ambassadors, right? The people who are on our team and our family, and man, I'm saying to myself, I just had this conversation with Mr. Haynes last night. All the fear is going away. Like from the first class, I said, it can't be this easy. The second class, man, this really can't be this easy. Third class, this is amazing. I had a conversation, my wife and I, we were out with some investors on about 2 nights ago at Stake 48 here in Houston, having a conversation about money, finances, and things like this. And the gentleman's been trading for a while, right? And as a matter of fact, he's coming up with some tools and things of his own for his own company. And he's been trading Forex for a minute. And I'm having a conversation with him, and I prefaced it. I gave him the disclaimer. I've never traded before. I never studied trading. I never been on YouTube, TikTok University, whatever Mr. Buzz calls it, none of that. But the conversation that I was able to have with him let him know that in 2.5 weeks, our training is so advanced that now he's going to take his people and put his people in a situation, okay? And that wasn't even a thought. That wasn't even why we were there, right? He said the conversation that I had at that time blew him away, and he's never heard people who had less than 3 weeks of learning this platform talk like that and use verbiage like that and have an understanding of things that are next level, like what the banks do and what the institutions do. And guess what? I told him, I said, I'm just getting started. I still don't know anything. I haven't did a trade yet. I haven't even seen a demo account yet. And when they say go, I probably won't trade right away, right? Because I'm still be learning. But I'm looking through the eyes of my ambassador and I'm saying, everybody can do this. This is where generational wealth comes and kicks in. This is where the infinite, that number 8, really takes place and it shows true value. This is where now you can become everything that your family needs you to be. There should never, ever be another time after April 3rd that you're not in a position to go into an emergency account, a discretionary account, and go find miscellaneous funds, extra surplus, an abundance of funds based on, what you're learning. We had a young lady that they brought on who's from the Caribbean, and her story, less than 9 months in their program, a lot of money. Let's just say they made a lot of money. I'm not gonna give the amounts, okay, because I don't want to get in trouble with T. Gray and Mark. But terrified. She did start every investment, every quarter with $200. She took all the money out real quick because she's still not used to it, still scared of it, but she's getting better. But every 3 months, she's dominating, she's killing it, she's dogging it, like we say. Okay. So just want to let you guys know, man, get ready, okay? But don't wait. Waiters become waiters. Okay? People who wait and miss their date at the end of their tour, if they work to it at 40-40-40 plan, they're gonna have to wait. They're gonna have to become a waiter for somebody, or go to Walmart and work at the front door for somebody, or go to McDonald's and work for somebody. It does not have to be like that. Okay, so make a decision and make a decision fast, because nobody's waiting on you. We love for you to be a part of this generational wealth creation, this $50 billion movement, but we'll do it without you if we have to. Okay, that's the thing I always knew about Mr. Bugs and Mr. Haynes, right? The day they recruited me, they replaced me. That's the thing. I know they love me, but that's from a familiar perspective. That's a relationship perspective, right? That love is unconditional. The time that they spend with you in business they're running with the runners. They're not running with the walkers. They can't do that, right? So again, this is just some good stuff here. Hopefully you guys will get some here, but just want to share with you guys also with the Start Cheaper program. The Start Cheaper program, and you guys have heard me, talk about this. You guys have heard me really talk this situation and really from a position of conviction. And I hope you didn't think I was, promoting, or you think I was selling it to you, because, I had somebody say, well, it's a good program for the company because it helps the company make up the money that they lost. You have an employee mentality. You really don't understand. It's bigger than that, right? We took a company with $3 billion in sales and created retail sales that are still going on 2 years after we left the company with the Start Cheaper program, okay? And for those of you who think, well, my God, $300 a month, you want me to buy $300 worth of product? No, we want you to run your business for at least $300 a month. And I'm gonna show you how to do that, okay? I'm not gonna ever be the person who tell you that go buy $300 for a banner, go buy $300 for recognition. It's not what I do, okay? But for some of you, that's what you have to do until you figure it out. Okay, it really is. It's because if a person has to trick you into investing $300 a month in your business, right? You shouldn't be in business. You really should. This probably ain't for you. Just having a job may be the best thing for you. And you might want to look into some investments, keep your job, right? And learn how to trade, or learn how to invest, put your money away, because you're going to have to invest your way out of a job, because you will not build your way out of a job with that mentality. Okay. So with that being said, I'm giving you guys some Start Cheaper stuff, right? And some actual factual stuff. When I look at what happened with the big hit, and but with the big thought process, and the big mentality and the unshakable personality I have when it comes to this stuff, because I've been through this stuff, I've been through worse. We launched the Start Cheaper program last year, and right now we have a lot of 4-star, right, unofficial 4-star achievers, and that set the tone, for us to be prepared for this moment, right? Our volume stabilized. We were taking on water. We were bleeding. It was what it was. That's businesses do that. Just like the stock exchange, volume goes up, volume comes down, right? So when I look at last month of February was an amazing month. Last month of February, let me give you guys some things. As an organization, our overall volume increased 38%, right? 38% overall, 138%.
When I look at last month of February.
Okay, guys, we got somebody on the back line here. Okay, all right. So 38% overall volume increase, 28% increase in volume in developmental legs of businesses, 42% increased volume in legs that are 3 levels or more away from me that I worked in. And I want to share some with you guys. Right now, some of you guys are working with the wrong people. Some of you guys are working with people who you like, right? You need to get down in depth, 3 and 4, 5 levels down in depth, and figure out who really wants to get this thing done, who really needs somebody to teach them how to go out here and move the masses. They need you to come out there and get them, right? That's what the incubator is for. It's not to let a person burn out. It's to keep them warm until you identify who's ready for your time. But some of you guys are distracted by the people who you love, who you sponsored, who you've been in other companies with, and that's costing you a fortune. What's happening is you are not appreciating the people who are ready to rock and roll, the people who are saying, pick me with their words, not with their words, but with them going Start Cheaper, with them with them doing presentations, may not be getting results, but at least they're doing presentations. They're doing more than what 85% of your organization is doing. You're working with the wrong people. 42% increased volume in legs that I'm working in that are 3 levels or more away from me. 4 levels down, you find a leader. 8 levels down, you find a leg, you find a business, you find a team, right? Get down in depth. Some of y'all want to work on the rooftop on a Sunday where the party is at, right? Where you get celebrated and people can look at you and say, I want to be like you when I grow up, instead of working down in the basement where nobody sees you, where you got your sleeves rolled up and it's dirty down there, and it's hard work down there. And so again, learn to work, okay? in the places that make you a fortune. And that's down in the basement. That's 3-4 levels deep, right? In the month of March, our total volume is increasing 20 to 25% per day, okay? And I'm gonna share with you why in just a second, but 20 to 25% per day. And without the Star Achiever program, it wouldn't do it. Shows my volume, our volume, my volume has never, when I say consistently, the volume hadn't done this since, it didn't do this in 2020 at all, okay? Just to be frank with you. When we launched, we killed it, but that was when we launched. We were supposed to kill it, right? That was lightning in the bottle. That's when everybody was coming. That's when everybody, was in, a situation where they got started, because, it was new, because it was HB, right? And they wanted to be a part of the thing, right? And so it's supposed to be easy. But when that newness wears off, that's when you have to go from the lightning in the bottle to working with the genie in the bottle. Yeah, I mentioned a lot of the genies in the bottle, but you have some emeralds like Tawana Houston. She's a genie in the bottle, right? She's one of those people who you rub her lamp, she comes out and say, hey, look, what we need to do to get you to $1 million, right? What we need to do to get you 6 figures, And so you got people it's all around the world right now. That's killing it. And guess what? All of them not emeralds and diamonds. Yes, dynamite sapphires out there and rubies. When I look at Dr. Marika, who's, when I say killing it, she's working a job in an emergency room as a doctor, but she's working on our group's ATM. She's working on, recruiting and building business. She's working on launching, and she's doing it all, right? I'm looking at these people who are like Shirley Xavier, who are out there killing it. She's on the programs with Mr. Bugs, and she's out there in the field. She's out there creating results, out there doing testimonies. She's out there working and building and grinding, right? And these are, you don't have to be a diamond to be a 360-degree leader, which is a book that you should go get by John C. Maxwell. It shows you how to lead from the bottom and from the middle, right? How to influence the people above you, right? Remember, every other company's platforms is designed for the diamonds and above to actually present. If you ever notice that all Mark and T. Gray ever have on these shows are the sapphires, the rubies, the ambassadors, the executive pins, executive directors, and things like that. Guys, you don't know how good you have it. If you would just do something, right, to get recognized, you'll have somebody that will actually refer you to the corporate platform so you can go out there and get some exposure. So you can go out there and allow the platform to do what it's designed to do, which is build your business. That's the thing that I always built my business off of. It was the platform, because when I first got it in, I wasn't a network marketer, right? I didn't know network marketing. I'm still not a network marketer. I'm a businessman that uses the network marketing platform to move millions of dollars of product around the world and make millions of dollars in income. Still not a network marketer. There's some people here that are network marketers. I know my identity. Okay? Your identity is your identity. My identity is what I just told you. But at the end of the day, you still have to understand who you are and what your capabilities are. I couldn't speak like any of these guys. You hear Johnny, you hear David Hunt, you hear Martha Hermes, you hear these guys speak, and they're amazing, right? I couldn't speak like that. I had to get them to speak for me in my other companies, right? Metaphorically speaking, I had to get the leaders of those companies to present for me, to train for me, to impact my people for me, to move my people for me. I just had to get them there. Like, there is here. If you don't have your team on this call here, you're not promoting. You're losing business. You're not building a business, right? You're going out of business. You're closing your doors. It's like a person said, well, I got divorced yesterday. No, you didn't get divorced yesterday. You got divorced 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Today it just got final, right? A year from now, some of you will be out of business, but your business is going out of business right now. You'll close your doors a year from now. You'll close your doors 2 years from now. But because of the decision that you're making right now, you're going out of business. And I'm going to tell you the main reason why you'll go out of business is because the explosive growth that's being created right now from people who are not diamonds, who are running right past you, who just came into the company. You're saying, man, I've been here for 2 years, 1 year, and these people came in and ate my lunch. Your ego won't allow you to sit here and sit still in the same company and watch that. It's going to expose you. And if you don't have the character to bounce back from it or to overcome it, we'll see you, on social media in another company, launching another company. Just give you some of the things I know. Just some of these things, and they're very, very important things, because Cesar Munoz came in here and talked to you about the things you need to do to go and have an explosive business. Okay. When you look at Jackie Pippen, she came in and she showed you about, talked to you about her work ethic and about how she's killing Star Achiever. Luis Ventura and his beautiful wife Fernanda came in. They showed you that 10 legs of business with $20,000 worth of Star Achievers, and each leg puts you at diamond, right? You have that information. You just don't have the substance. You don't have what you need internally, to go and put all that together. And you got to find it. You got time. Okay, you got time. You got the right people. The Star Achiever guys, I'm just tell you that some of the things that we're doing and that are working and that people are excited about, they're actually embracing it now, because what we said was going to happen the first time works. And so every time something works, we buy more opportunities and more leverage to lead. We buy more belief and more trust from our people. And so now when you look at the Star Achiever program, HB already gave you the diamond plan. It's on iBoom Hub. And by the way, that's my answer for everything else, as well, T. Gray and Mark. What is XYZ? iBoomHub.com. XYZ, iBoomHub.com, right? If they come back and say, hey, look, I couldn't find it on iBoomHub.com, I'm gonna give them Mark's phone number. Just kidding, Mark. But the 2-box philosophy, real quick here, because I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up real quick. But the 2-box philosophy, okay? We had a 2-box philosophy in the last company, and it was amazing. And it was amazing because it made dollars and cents, right? When you look at a person who's getting a pack, even though their pack came with the product that we were selling, we still sold them 2 boxes for wholesale so they can have something to use and have something to sample, right? Something to use and something to sample. So by the time they got their package, if like in this company here, right now you don't have a pack that actually comes with a promotional startup pack that comes with Zens, right? But you want your people to have it. So you sell it to them, not to make a profit, okay? But to make sure that they can actually become a product of the product, and they can create their own personal testimony. So they can also sample it. And when they sample it, 2 things are going to happen. You're going to get some marketing material. You're going to get an opportunity to get a video of that person trying it on and their impact. Plus, you're going to get a customer, right? If you get a business partner, that's cool, but again, go through the process without trying to recruit a person immediately. That's how some of you guys, miss the bag. Okay? Go through the process with the person. Earn the right to do business with the person. Don't go throw up on them, and don't try to put them in your business that day. Okay? It works. Even if it works for you, that person is going to turn around and do the same exact thing for somebody else. And guess what? If they don't have the influence, or if they don't have the skill set, it's not going to work for them, and they're going to say that the business doesn't work. Okay? Just giving you again, how you do anything is how you do everything, and how people join the business is how they'll build it. But 2-box philosophy. What happens is this: those $300 per month purchases that you're making, ladies and gentlemen, that gives you enough product, right, to actually take care of all the people who you are personally bringing in. Like they have a recruiting bonus, right? They have a promotional bonus where you actually get the rank advancement. Well, in order to rank advance, a lot of times you're going to have to recruit some people. Also, Mr. Bugs put out a minimum of what you should sponsor and recruit every month, which is 2 people, right? So that's 4 boxes, 2 boxes per person. That's 4 boxes right there that you need to supply your brand new people. If you recruit more, you need more boxes, right? And so the $300 becomes a moot point, right? And so again, you don't have money problems. You have philosophy problems when it comes to money in business. That's the problem, right? That's the problem. Change your philosophy and your business will just explode. Some of you guys are 6 degrees away, just one thought process away, just one little shift, that one little paradigm shift away, okay, from making a flat out fortune. And if you don't make it, you're going to cost yourself this type of money. Like Mr. Bug said, every mistake that you make will cost you millions of dollars. And you don't know that right now. You don't see that right now because you're not making millions of dollars. That's what that's about, okay? But 2-box philosophy, again, make sure you're giving it to a person as soon as they get started. If they're local, make sure, especially if they're local, make sure they get it right out the gate. Make sure they get it for wholesale. Let them know, I'm not making a dime out of you, off of you. As a matter of fact, I'm not even charging you the shipping that I pay for. I just want you to succeed. I want you to have this, okay? This is what we do. This is who we are. And I'm teaching you how to build your business the first day you first come into our company, okay? And that's what you should do. It's your responsibility, okay? You should get excited. Instead of getting excited about a fast start bonus, you should get excited when a person believes in you enough to buy 2 boxes and then go do exactly what you instruct them to do after that. That's why you should get excited, okay? I don't get excited for people's potential. I don't get excited for a person joining. I get excited when a person get their 2 boxes, get their dual team, which means that they got a check, they know it works, and then get to a huge event. Now, I give them a check. I buy 3 more months with them. Get this. I get them a check, a dual team check, one on the left, one on the right. I just bought 90 days with them extra. I get them to an event. On top of that, a big one, I just bought myself 6 more months with them. It's like your job. Your job wants to see you buy a brand new car, because if your job sees you buy a brand new car, they know they got at least another year to 2 years with you not quitting because you just bought a brand new car. You buy a brand new house, they know they got you for another 5 to 10 years because you got a brand new house. They know you need the money, right? And so again, it's the same. Remember, everything parallels. It's all the same thing, okay? Let me go ahead and move. But the 2-box philosophy, I'm sure Mr. Haynes or Mr. Bugs or one of the other, I know those 2 for sure, because that's what they implemented. I know one of them at some point in time are going to come out and they're going to knock that thing out and blow that thing up. But I want to be respectful of my time. I want to keep on going. But the box a day philosophy. Box a day. Everybody put box a day in the chat. Okay. Facebook. I know I'll see that next week on Wednesday on Facebook. But what's up, Trey Harris? Another stellar diamond. A man of integrity and a real good dude, man. They don't come better than Trey, right? And that's the thing I love about Trey, because everything Trey do was about, his people. He's never, ever once talked about himself. When I first met Trey in Atlanta, again, one of the most pleasant people that you can meet. You know what I mean? Just humble dude, respectful dude, grounder, and he do whatever he need to do to make sure his people get taken care of. Has no ego. Dude has 0 ego at all, right? And so, shouts out to you, Trey, man. But the box a day, this is what the box a day do, okay? Take a box a day out of your house. If you're moving around already, take a box a day. You can take more, but make sure that when you take that box out of the house, you don't come back with it. You gotta do 1 or 2 things, okay? Watch this. You gotta do 1 or 2 things. There you go, box a day, box a day, box a day, box a day. You either gotta sell a box before you come back home, or you gotta sample 6 people with what's in the box, right? Which means that somebody says, well, I don't wanna give away my Zens, I just got it. You got it to get rid of it. It's not making your money in your house, right? Take the box. And if you cannot sell the box that day, what you do is you start sampling people. And when you sample them, get a video testimony of it, okay? Get the information, get referrals. And then you'll probably sell a box at some point in time based on the actual sampling situation. So you could potentially, get 2 to 3 sales out of the 1 box that you actually sampled, right? But you got to take the box out the house. You got to go out there and box it. Even if you're a person who's respecting COVID and you're not going outside, still a box a day. Sell a box a day, right? Or sample a box a day. Find 6 people who you can mail samples to. You can do that. You got the time, okay? Make the time. You can make it happen. So whether you're in the house or out the house, box a day, okay? Get this. Now, residuals on acceleration. Residuals on acceleration, right? Accelerate, right? It's a real big thing. Everything is speeding up for us, right? I want to share some with you guys and I'm going to show you the philosophy and the dynamic behind it once I show it to you. So let's see here. I do have the ability to share. All right. Okay. Get my picture out the way. All right. So this is what we did for the very first week. And I got this. So Johnny Wimber, when I saw you do the banner that you had in the diamond chat, and you kept on adding everybody for the whole entire month. I'm not doing it for the whole entire month, bro. But I can tell you that I appreciate seeing that, because when I saw that, I say, look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna recognize people who are star achievers in the first 7 days of the month. get this, it's not even the first 7 days, right? But these are star achievers, accelerated all-stars. He calls his the Hall of Fame. And so if you're in Giants group and you're not on the Hall of Fame, shame on you, right? But star achiever of March, accelerated all-stars, right? These are the people who got theirs done in the first 7 days. Matter of fact, it ain't been 7 days. Like I said, it's been 5 days. So I'll let that roll real quick and it'll be in and out. So, but this is the first 5 days. And a lot of these came in last night too. And so Mark, just for the record, Mark, we have 3 superstar achievers, just for the record. And all this happened last night, right? Because of promoting, because people knew, hey, look, one, we want to be on the banner anyway, because we want to lead by example. We want to show our people exactly what they should be doing. But 2, I know he's going to show that banner tomorrow on training. See, this is the thing about having a diamond who's earning the access to the platform. One thing diamonds will do is they'll promote. If they're smart, they'll promote. Let's say that. But I can tell you right now, when it comes to me, I promote everybody. I don't just promote my team, right? And you can do that all day long. You know, but I always promote Crossline. That's why because I always appreciate what the other diamonds bring to the table. I never disrespect diamonds. I never leave diamonds out. And if I forget a diamond's name, again, it's just one of those things. I apologize. But from a 360-degree leader perspective, I've been taught this by Mr. Bugs as well. He said, for everybody's got team that they can recognize. Right? Like right now, I had a person who is an executive director, Angel Tran, she's doing 6 presentations a day. She's been doing 6 presentations a day, one-on-ones a day, from people she meet on LinkedIn for the last 30 days, right? But 6 a day. Then I have a guy, Gabo Moriones, who's in New York, who's an ambassador. He's not even a director yet, but he's doing a Zoom with 5 to 6 people on it every day. Every day. Okay. These are the people who you want to work with. People, and neither one of them are direct to me, right? So just want to share that with you. But guys, this is huge. When you look at getting back to it, this is the philosophy. This is basically that 7-day blitz. Let me show you what the 7-day blitz help you with. So when you look at the 7-day blitz, is what I call it. Let's see here. I'll stop showing. Okay, good. The 7-day blitz basically puts people in the beginning of the month at the position where now they're bringing all of your volume and all of their volume closer to the beginning of the month. I want to share something with you guys, the philosophy about that. Okay? It's not about the recognition thing. It's about the understanding, right? Remember, when you start a week off fast, you end the week off with momentum. You start the month off fast, you end the month off with momentum. When you start the month off with most of your volume, right, in the beginning of very beginning of the month, ladies and gentlemen, what happens is you now know what type of volume that you're dealing with that you would have had to wait till the 25th or the 30th to actually figure out. This is why a lot of you really, because the system is not real time right now with a lot of stuff, what happens is, and I can't wait till the new back office come out because I know a lot of this stuff is going to be updated, but you can't sit there and say it's the system's fault. You got to take matters in your own hand. Last month, we probably had, in the first 2 weeks, quite honest with you, in the inaugural month, probably about 15 people that do their Star Achiever in the very first 2 weeks, maybe. It just shows you 4 slides of 48 of 12 people. That's 48 people, right? 48 people in the first 5 days. And guess what? It was people who still send them in this month, but the slides were already created, so I couldn't go back and add them. Okay. But it's not even the first 7 days yet. But guess what? They found out. Now, the ones who wouldn't have even said, you know what, I can hit Sapphire, some of them are looking at $2,000 or $3,000 in volume right now. So they know now all I need is 11, 12, or $10,000 in volume right now to hit Sapphire, and I got a whole entire month to do it. They're fired up, right? They know that they have residual income in right now. They're fired up, which brings me to the 30-30-30 rule, right? When you look at your auto ships or your subscriptions, right? The moment that the company will allow you to change your subscription date, you should. And you should change it to between the first and the third, depending on your bills. But I'm always going to have mine on the first, right? And I'm going to share with you why. Your people are going to do what you do. Right? They're going to be, because you say it as the leader, they're not going to do it because you say it. They're going to do it because of the first follower, the first person who does it and endorses you, that you get a chance to now say, hey, congratulations, X, Y, and Z for doing that, right? Then that's when they'll do it. It's not about you. It's about you putting other people in a position to be your validation, okay? So when everybody starts to put their volume on the first of the month, in the beginning of the month, what happens is this. You now know on the first what you need for the rest of the month. When it's on the 15th, the 20th, the 25th, what happens is now you're pretty much building your business casually. You're not on purpose. You have no urgency. It's a guessing game, because you don't know what volume is out there. You don't know what's going to hit, right? And then let's say the 20th rolls around or the 25th rolls around and everybody's subscriptions run. And all of a sudden you get excited because, man, I'm really close to Sapphire, right? I'm only 3,000 away from Sapphire, right? When you figure that out, you only have 5 days left in the month, 7 days left, 10 days left in the month. And guess what you stop doing? You stop doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, that you do. And now you start trying to find volume and force volume. You start trying to find people and force volume out of people. Hey, I need you to buy this. Hey, I need you to recruit that. And all of a sudden it becomes about you, and you tear your organization to shreds. Okay. But when all the volume, let me show you this. When all the volume comes in the beginning of the month, you see it, you get paid 30% more, right? You get to rank 30% faster. The volume goes up 30% higher, right? Everything happens a lot faster because everything you need to know is right there in your business at the very, very front of the month. I know, like, literally how much I need right now. Just to requalify diamond, I already know right now how much I need to requalify diamond right now, as of today. And the volume that we have today, it probably would have, just the subscription side of it, the Star Achiever side of it allowed me to get that volume right now, as opposed to waiting to the 15th to figure it all out. Okay, so I know how much volume we need to go diamond, to requalify diamond right now. I know right now, based on residual income, pretty much what that check looks like right now. So I'm excited, and so should you be. But what's more important to me and what's more exciting to me is all the people who are now getting this, because everybody's got you got your flight plan, right? Your flight plan calendar. If you don't have this, get this, okay? Get this. This should be right there with the 2 boxes. When you give a person 2 boxes, that should be something to get as well, okay? So there are trainings on the flight plan. I'm not going to do that, but that's your primary. That's the holy grail. That's your thing right there. You got to have that. But also, what you want to have is a journal. Let me share with you a journal. I'm talking about a business journal, okay? And it can be like a day at a plan, a month at a planner, a month at a glance, something like that. It can be just a regular journal. I like the regular journal myself. And so what I do in my regular journal is I tell my people to do this, and they're excited about it. They see it. They're now using it. Every day, I put my volume in every day. Every day, personal volume, what is that? The goal volume, okay, and then how much I need. But under that, I put my quick 6. I put my top 6 people, right? In my data, in my flight plan, I have everybody on my top line, period, who's active and everything else. But in my journal, I have my quick 6. Yeah. It lets me know where they're at every day. And I mark their volume every day. I look at their growth every day. The goal is to get somebody in the quick 6 and then the top 6 and replace somebody that's there every day. And I can just say right now, it forces you to open and close your business every day like a real business. Okay. When you work at McDonald's, right, which is a job I had when I was 16, when we closed the store, we had to shut the computer down and we had to wait hours for it to tell us how many cups left the building, how many patties left the building, how many bags of lettuce left the building. It let us know 100% of everything before we close the doors for the evening, right? It's the same thing with this business. You shouldn't go to sleep without knowing your numbers, ladies and gentlemen. We always talk about growing your numbers. You can't grow your numbers if you don't know your numbers. And when you know your numbers, you're documenting these numbers on your flight plan and then also on your journal, it talks to you, it speaks to you. And there's an emotional connection with it that pretty much puts you in a position where you get excited because now you see what you need to do to move the needle. Okay. So hopefully that's making sense to you guys. But for me, that's all I really, and like I said, we can go on and do this thing all day long, but the promoting aspect of it, and I'll wrap this up with promoting and stories. Promoting is important. And for those of you who don't have your flight school tickets, or who don't have your accelerate tickets, when they sell out, I'm gonna be scalping them for $500 a ticket. No, I'm just kidding. But get your ticket, stop playing, get to the big event. There's nowhere in the world that Mr. Bugs is gonna launch a product and I'm not gonna be there in person to take product back with me and learn how to actually market the product firsthand. Those trainings, ladies and gentlemen, he has something to market firsthand. That experience is amazing. At firsthand, you get a chance to sit there with your diamond and blueprint and game plan. Firsthand, you can't do that when you're on a computer at home. So if you have, I'm talking about the people who have the ability, but not the desire to be there. The ones who made a decision not to go, who can go, who should go, whose life depends on it, financial life depends on it. You should go. Because there's some people right there who can't afford to go, but they also can't afford not to go. And they're making decisions based on where they need to be. I remember my wife and I, when we first went to our very first event in the last company we went in, when we were dead broke and went on to make millions of dollars in that company, our very first event, I pawned a lot of stuff for us to get to Jamaica. And Mr. Bugs, we was at the Ritz-Carlton in Jamaica. It's not even a Ritz anymore, okay? And I know Mr. Haynes remember that. I know Mr. Bugs remember that, but we actually were in Jamaica. My wife pawned her family heirloom that was handed down to her multiple generations to get, to basically get us to, the event. I pawned my gun collection. I pawned my CDs, my CD collection. And I sold it was a PS1 or PS2 at that time back in the day, right? And we got there. We was at the event and we was around all the energy, and it was the best thing could ever happen to us. And it really was. And so for those of you saying, I can't afford to go to this event, no, it's the other way around. You gotta ask yourself, how long do I want to say I can't afford to do something, right? We're grown. And it's childish to be able to have to ask somebody for something every time you need it. That's the way I looked at it for me. That's how I took it personal. Okay? If I got to ask for a loan, that's childish. If I got to ask for a raise, that's childish, right? If I got to ask for time off, that's childish, right? I just want you to look at it from a different perspective. And if I stepped on some toes, go get a manicure. Okay, go get a pedicure. Because this is one thing I'm not going to be sorry about, and it's telling you the truth, right? Terrence will tell you, Mr. Bugs had trainings, his Super Saturday trainings, and this is the stuff I want you guys to get. I grew up, like I said, in humble beginnings, poor, and so I didn't go to any Rockets games, which is my favorite basketball team. The only way I could go to a Rockets game was to actually work at the Coliseum when they played as a vendor, and then run out and look at the game every chance I got. And that's the only way I got a chance to see the game at 16, 17 years old. We never went to the game, okay? The very, very first time as a real estate agent, I was able to buy tickets. It was a 16-game package, and it was all the best games, and it was the best seating in the house. Every time I had a great game against Kobe, every time I had a great game against Michael Jordan that was coming up, every time I had a great game against Allen Iverson or Shaq that was coming up, we had an event. And I still remember this conversation today. Terrence Gray asked me, he said, so this is what he shared with me. He said, you need to be at this event, little bro. He said, if you go to these events right now, even though you got those tickets, if you go to these events right now, one day you'll have box seats. So I'm listening to my upline, I'm listening to my senior partner, I'm listening to my sponsor, who was my sponsor at that time. And I gave those tickets away. I blessed people with those tickets when we had events. And it was one of the hardest things I ever had to do was give up something that I paid really, really good money for, something I've always wanted to have. And I can tell you right now, it was the best donations I've ever made in my life, okay? Don't sacrifice just to say, I sacrificed, just to brag on the fact that you sacrificed so you can tell the person you turn around and lost in the same breath. Make your sacrifices count. Mr. Bugs, his leadership events are priceless. My cousin got married. My wife was in her wedding. Mr. Bugs, hey, look, you know how HB do, it might be last minute. And that wedding actually fell on, well, his training actually fell on her wedding date because that's how it ended up, right? But it was a sapphire and above training. It was a boot camp. I needed the money, right? I told my cousin, I said, look, I can't afford to be at your wedding. So if you keep my wife, she can still be in your wedding, but I gotta go to this sapphire boot camp. But she turned around, she was upset about it, right? She thought I put my network marketing business over her marriage and over our relationship. I couldn't afford to miss that event. Just broke. Went to the event and turned around and ended up taking her on a cruise, her and her husband, as a wedding gift later on, right? I watched Mr. Haynes on stage talk about how he took all the women in his life on a trip, right? And then we turn around because we made that type of money. We had that type of lifestyle now. We took my father-in-law and my mother-in-law on a trip, on a cruise. We took my brother, my sisters on a cruise. We took my aunt, my great aunt on a cruise. And it was all their first cruises, you know what I mean? And they all enjoyed it. They all appreciated it. They all saw another side of life and living because I missed that wedding. I miss funerals, not a lot of them, but if I had to, I did. Okay, because this is the thing about me and funerals, and I'm gonna turn this thing back over to you, Tigray. This is the last story right here because this is the thing that because you let people hold you hostage, you let people shame you and guilt you, okay, because you want more and because you deserve more and you want to go get it. You let somebody steal your dream and you become the biggest loser. Just telling you, this is the final one. But remember my Uncle Michael. First uncle, love him till the day he died. He passed on. There was a funeral. I wasn't there. And I told everybody I wasn't gonna be there. Okay. I told them what I needed to do. We had a diamond event. And it was a diamond destination event, and I needed to be there. Okay. When I had the conversation with my family, because there was a lot of backlash from that. And I remember sitting down with my family, and I told them, look, let me be frank with y'all. The reason y'all are mad at me is because y'all are in a situation where y'all probably didn't get closure from him. I told him I loved him every time I saw him. He told me he loved me every time he saw me. So we always would have had closure. We didn't have any beef. So when he died, he moved on. Okay. Me being at that event was not going to make or break our relationship. He's still in my spirit, right? As my uncle, I love him. But I got closure. You probably didn't. Which is probably why you reacted to me like that. I know who I am. I know what he meant to me. I didn't need a funeral to validate that. You probably did. Okay. I'm sorry I wasn't there to see you fall in the casket again, like you were taught. Right? That learned behavior. Some of you have some baggage that you haven't identified that you need to unlearn, and it's costing you a fortune. Okay. And so with that, man, that's my time. Mark, Tigray, I appreciate you guys for allowing me to share. Hopefully, we was able to plant some seeds today that can put some of you guys on the right track and stop doing your best to make your best better. So turn it back over to you guys.
Mr. Bean.
Go
ahead, Mark.
Yeah, no. Okay, all right. Mr. Bean, thank you so much. People do hold us hostage. And it's not right. And turn your hat backwards. So yeah. So thank you so much. And I do love that box a day. Box a day. Get bad. Get a box a day. All right. Good deal.
There was so much in your training today. You could fill up a box. I mean, just so much powerful stuff, practical stuff, personal development stuff. I mean, you just really challenged us in the decisions that we make, and then you wrapped it up by taking a shot at our learned behaviors. And we needed that this morning. We appreciate you so much, Mr. Bean. And that's why you and your wife are incredible diamonds. Thank you.
I appreciate it. And just so Anna don't get me, I'm going ahead and put my 1,000 stars in right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead and put the stars or put the stars.
Stars right there. And I'm challenging all the diamonds, you know, let's see them stars, guys. All right, get those credit cards out. Let's get the stars because we need those donations. So, y'all ready?
Yeah, let's get ready for our
let's do
screenshot.
it.
Everybody
let's
ready?
do it.
Here we go.
All right.
All
See,
right.
you
Hopefully
blink.
everybody got that.
See, wait, you blink. You blink.
I blinked. Hopefully you didn't get me blinking, everybody. All right. Fantastic training. Thank you so much, Mr. Bean. Everybody, incredible day today. Hope you got some great notes. I hope you apply those notes in your business so that you can have incredible success.
Action is where it's at. We love you guys.
Love. All right.
Accelerate, 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 yeah. Accelerate, 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 yeah. Foot on the gas and I'm going fast. I accelerated, 200 and it's on the dash. I accelerated, always first, never coming last. I accelerated, take flight, yeah, first class. I accelerated, yeah, I accelerated. I'm going fast now. You know they don't want these. I feel like a cash cow. Stack it up. I put all my money in Teslas. They tryna catch up, but ain't fast enough. We the winners, it's unanimous. I threw a boomerang and hopped on a plane when somewhere it never rains. Yeah, we breaking records like every day, and you know it'll never change. I'm swerving all in my own lane with ice water in my veins. And we built a team so strong, yeah, you know we gotta maintain. Yeah, wait. Accelerate, 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 yeah. Accelerate, 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 yeah. Foot on the gas and I'm going fast. I accelerated, 200 and it's on the dash. I accelerated, always first, never coming last. I accelerated, take flight, yeah, first class. I accelerated, yeah. You know I accelerate. Every day I gotta celebrate, and you know I had to elevate. Every morning gotta meditate. All this paper that I'm finna make. Feel like Jordan cause I bought today. $1 million, yeah, it's on the way. I'ma be the one they nominate. Every day feel like a holiday. I ain't playing, I'ma get it. I don't want my car to be rented, and I want my windows tinted. I just wanna be independent, feeling like the lieutenant. Money man in the system, and you know I'm finna get it.